So what's up YouTube, this is Max from Unknown Zero Productions, and today I have part 4, I think it's part 4 of the mouse, which is the treads on either side, and I just have a few notes before we get started. The first one is, like I said, I think a week ago or something, that these pieces will go on the treads, so there's that. Also, these are not fully completed, really, and especially this one is not fully completed, and I don't have actual treads or stuff for the inside. It's just kind of for, I guess, theatrical effect, but also just to show you what it looks like with two sides, but that's that, so let's get into it. So here are a few of the main segments here. So we'll get started with the top. Just don't pay attention to that. So we need to start with 6 by 32 plate-ish. So I just have this made with a few different plates. So this is a 2 by 12 and a 4 by 12, and 6 by something. I don't know, something, and it might be 6 by 16, and then a 4 by 6. So then they'll need to be laid out like this, so it's 6 studs by 32 studs. Then just use whatever means necessary to lock them together. Just make sure that there's this one stud kind of clearance on each side, all 4 sides. Especially here, you want to have this area free for this piece here. So then it'll be this 4 by 6 with these two 1-length bars at one end, you know, this hinge piece or whatever that's used for trapdoors and stuff. And that will be put on the bottom, on what will be the back side. This will be the back and this will be the front. So then you'll build this little flap thing, which is a 2 by 4, two 1 by 2s with these horizontal clips, 2 1 by 2 plates, and then tiles on top to lock them together, so 2 by 4 and 2 1 by 4s, like this. Then it'll go on just like that, and then you can put a tile there or a plate there or whatever. But this is this part. Then before I forget, I think it'll go on this side. You'll put a 1 by 2 plate there with the horizontal clip like that. I think that's where it goes. It may change sides in the future, so just remember that. Then for the side that has all these Technic pieces, which there aren't enough, it should be like super overlapped, but I couldn't do that. I couldn't find the pieces to do that at this point, so we'll just start with this. So you want to start with a 1 by 2 with this Technic cross hole, 1 by 4, 1 by 2, with either this Technic cross hole or that Technic hole, 1 by 4, 1 by 2 with this Technic cross hole, 1 by 4, 1 by 2 with the Technic hole, 1 by 4, 1 by 2 with the Technic cross hole, 1 by 2, then this 1 by 2 inverted slope. So it'll go 5 1 by 2s and 4 1 by 4s, then another, then just these two at the end. And then I forgot this here. You can use whatever kind of plates you have to lock this together. There can be an inverted slope right there too, but it's especially important that you kind of lock these together too, because these have a lot of strain put on them. Since they stick out a bit, you have to make them lay flat, you have to lift them up a bit, which puts a lot of strain on them, especially if you're pressing down on the tank. So when you lock them down, they won't collapse in on themselves, and then you'll have to fix it in many different ways and take it apart, and it's just kind of a hassle. So then moving on to the next layer, starting over here with the inverted slope, you'll put another inverted slope, 2 1 by 2s or 1 by 4. Then, like we did last time, this is where the Technic, where these Technic 1 bys are, is where it's connected to the tank. So right now I have 2 1 by 8s. Actually, I have 3 1 by 8s. So 1 by 8, then 1 by 8, then 1 by 8, which is it's the inverted slope, then the 1x4, then it starts the 3 1x8s, and over here you'll put a 1x4, and then a 1x1, and then the 1x2 inverted slope. Starting over here again, 1x1, 1x2, this does have a technical, but you don't need that there, so just 1x1, 1x4, 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 1x4. So essentially goes on for 9 1x4s. So then just 9 1x4s, except for this 1x1 here on the end. And there are different pieces here, but I'll just put 9 1x4s. Then here you'll put on this 1x2x3 slope there on the end to match the shape of the back of the regular body. Then you can do this here or just another set of 1x4s, but right now I have a 1x8, then 5 1x4s, a 1x2, another 1x2, another 1x2. So you could do 6 1x4s, and then this 1x2, and then you'll have this 1x6 sticking out this way, which will connect these two side pieces together. So just remember that. Then starting over here, we'll put a 1x2 on top of that 1x6 plate to keep it together. 1x2 slope, 1x2, 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 then 7 1x4s, a 1x2, a 1x1, like that. Then on top I have 1x10 with technicals, 1x10 brick with technicals, a 1x2, a 1x1, or a 1x3 to make up for that, but I'm running low on 1x3s. Then a 1x16, and then a space, which you could have a 1x3 or a 1x2 and a 1x1, but currently I have nothing there, which is, I mean, it's okay, but it may be not very structurally sound, but there's a 1x1 space right there, a 1x2, then a 1x2 slope. So that's one side. Then for these, what you'll do is for these 3, you'll have 3 of these, where it's this 4-length Technic cross beam with this kind of stopper on one end, and then it's this Technic disc kind of thing, just this plain disc, and then this Technic gear that has the 6 gigantic teeth, then like a bushing or whatever, but it needs to be the 1 length wide bushing, not the half length wide or the 2 length wide. It has to be the 1 length wide. And then there's, as you can see, there are little spaces in between them, in between this and this, so it's not completely on this side and not completely on this side. Just to have it kind of fit up, it has to be kind of in between those. So you'll build 3 of those, and then they'll go in just like that. The 3 will go here, here, and here. Then these ones are built slightly differently because they're the 1x2 with the round technical, not the cross technical. So it'll be just kind of reverse. So you'll put the 1x4 in, then the bushing, then another 1 length bushing, or like I have this gear, and then the disc kind of, I guess it could be all the way up here, like that. Still doesn't match up very much. And then you'll build 2 of those, and those will go in between them here. And then you have one side complete. And then you need to do that twice, so if you want to go back and then build the left side, I'll show placement for these Technic pins later. So then you're gonna take a 2x4 brick, a 1x4 brick, and put them on top of each other like this. Then you put 2 2x2 slopes, another 2 2x slopes, 2x2 slopes, 2 2x2 slopes. It's really hard to say. Then this overhang will go directly onto the 1x6 like this, so the 2x2 is even with the 1x6 like that. Then to build this wall, it's relatively simple. I think I'm going to start at the top. So at the top here, you'll put a 1x2 slope, a 1x4, a 1x6, actually 1x4, two 1x6s, a 1x4, a 1x6, a 1x4, and a 1x2. So 4, 6, 6, 4, 6, 4, 2. Then over here on this end, you'll put another 1x2 slope underneath the first one. Then it's 6, 4, 8, 6, 6, 2, 1. Then come back over here again. We'll have this 1 by space, and the 1x6 is going to go right there. So we'll just put that like that. Actually, we'll wait. So it'll be the 1x6, and then it's 1x4, 1x4, 1x18, 1x6, 1x4. Then over here, you'll put a 1x2 inverted slope, 1x6, 1x4. Then on top of that edge on the 1x4, you'll put this 1x2x3 slope. Then you'll put another 1x2 inverted slope, 1x4, 1x3, and then 1x2 inverted slope on this end, which this 1x3 can also be substituted by a 2x3. Then over here, so you'll put over here, you'll put a 1x2 inverted slope, a 1x2, 1x8, I think. It might be a 1x10. So over here, you'll put a 1x2 slope, a 1x2 brick, a 1x10. Then underneath that, you'll put a 1x2 brick, a 1x8, or 1x2 inverted slope, 1x8, 1x1, 1x2 inverted slope, like that. So then, now is the time where you'll put this plate on, and this is super not structurally sound, but you will not, it will not overlap on either the front or the back. So these 6 studs will be uncovered, and these will also be uncovered. So these will maybe have a tendency to fall off if they're not very tight sticking bricks, or maybe if they're like super worn down, or the bricks underneath them don't have very good clutch power or whatever. They may not stick very well. But if you want to, right here, this 1x2 right here, you can have with one Technic hole, and you can put the Technic pin, that's the half Technic pin, half Technic crossbeam, and then put that flat disc on there, and it'll keep it at just the right length. It'll keep this at just the right length to compensate for the treads. Now, you will have 25 of these treads, the big treads, and I have the brown ones because I had the ultrasonic Raider. I don't know if the brown ones come in any other set, but I got the ultrasonic Raider a few years ago. It's a pretty great set, but to connect it on one side, on the front side, you'll have this 1x4 with 4 studs on that one side, the snot side, and then you'll put a 2x4 plate on top of that. Then on one side, like this, on the right side, you'll put a 1x2 plate, then a 1x2 plate with this type of bar, and then on top of that, a 1x4 tile. Now that will go on the front section here, which will kind of lock that 1x6 and the 2x4 together. It'll look kind of cool. Won't match up with the slope that much on that side, but then that will compensate for the clip. So we're going to connect it first on this side. There we go. We'll connect it here. So this part will be connected here, and it kind of overhangs on this wall a little bit, but that's fine. And then when you're laying on the tread, you just want to make sure that it matches up with these gears here. Now, if it's kind of wonky like this, you just want to go through all of these treads maybe just to make sure that they line up. Then it should hang over just enough to be able to clip this on here. So now we're going to connect it to the body, and you may remember there were these overhanging 2x slopes. There were 3 2x2s and a 2x4. You'll take all those off, at least on this one side, and then pretty basic rules. You just want to put it like at the end, and then in the middle, and then at each end, at each end, at each end. But for this one, you want to put it on the end, and then 3 holes away from this, just because that's where it matches up. Then you just put it on like that. So it's a lot of Technic pins to connect, so you just have to make sure that you kind of connect them all at the same time. Otherwise, you'll have problems and you'll have to take them apart and put them back on. So I was right. You'll have to move this 1x2 here that's connecting the tread to the tread body, kind of. It's supposed to be on the inside to allow for more, for it to actually connect and work well with the other treads. So if you're building it on the other side, just make sure that it's on the, not on the stud closest to the end, just because that would not work. It's just on this 2x2 space in the middle. You just want to have it on the stud closest to the middle. Then that's that, and then these will go back on, and there is a space so you could put 1x10 there or whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Just, you could put it there just to keep them up, but I mean, that's all for that. So then for the part on the back here, you'll just take this simple 2x2 jumper plate, at least for the mouse turret. You'll put it in the middle, and then you'll kind of, I guess you want to put it, the 2x2 jumper plate, 4 studs from the back, but in the middle of the tread, so there are 2 studs on either side of the tread, and that will go in the middle like that. If it doesn't look right to you, you can set it back another stud or 2. Then I guess we'll put another 2x2 jumper plate on there, but I guess we'll give it a 4 stud clearance there in between that. So fully posable, up, down, all around. This one can move around. So I may have a modded version in the future. Just right now I don't have that. I just wanted to get it done. So let me know what you guys think. I know I am not very happy with this. I mean, it is a mouse, but, or not a mouse, it is a rat, but I'm not very pleased with it. Overall, at least the treads, I really like the body and the turret and these things, but I'm not very pleased with these treads and the way they interact with, with the rest of the build. So let me know what you guys think. I don't know what I'm doing next week. Something. I think I'm going to do another vehicle. But yeah, I think I'm going to do a vehicle. So I will see you then.